Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the DC State White Tigers Dynasty, where we are 6-3. We just became bowl eligible last episode. We are 5-2 in conference. We actually look pretty good in the conference, and we actually might have a chance at the conference championship game. We are not that far off. There is 3 one-loss teams, and we are at 2 losses right now. But there is going to be a couple of very tough games in this episode. And the first one is going to be against Notre Dame, who is not in our conference, obviously, but they look very tough. They're ranked number 5 in the country. They're 7-2, and they're one of the independent teams with a bunch of great players, especially in the trenches. Their quarterback is Devontae Cuellar. He's a former 5-star recruit. He has great accuracies, a really good arm, and also some solid athleticism to go along. He looks very good, and 80 speed is not too fast, but that's still pretty good. They are missing their top running back here, JT Howard. He looks really good, but upper arm fracture. He's gonna be out for a couple more weeks. So we are gonna be facing Brandon Beatty here, 5'10", 196 out of Morris Plains, New Jersey. And he's an elusive back with very good elusive skills, obviously. He is capped out, so he's not going to get any better in the future, but he looks very good. His trucking and stiff arm are exceptional for somebody of his size, honestly. And he has 91 speed as well, so somebody to be afraid of there. And then they have Nitro Tuggle, 6'1", 190. An average-sized receiver with solid route running ability. He has good hands, and he's very elusive. He knows how to break a few tackles after the catch, and he is really fast. He has 96 speed and 99 acceleration, so that's going to be a problem. And then they also have Noah Blasi, the other receiver on the other side. This kid is 6'6", with not great route runnings at all, but he has 87 release and great hands, 84 catching, 92 spec catch, and 88 catch in traffic. And this kid at 6'6" has 96 speed, man. This kid is unreal. They have a great O-line, no weaknesses there, and then they also have a great D-line. And an edge rusher here out of North Carolina, this is Bryce Young. He is not the quarterback that we all know who plays in North Carolina these days. But he has 95 finesse moves, 85 power moves, 82 block shedding, and lots of speed as well. This kid is a great athlete. So Bryce Young, definitely somebody to look out for. Their top interior player is Tim Gizzy, 93 overall. I think he might be one of their best players on the team overall. And then he has 85 power moves. He has 98 strength, which is going to be an issue for all of our interior players, definitely. They cannot match up with that. Well, I guess Jason Moreland actually has 96 strength, but looks pretty good. And this kid also has 84 block shedding. So a great run defender and a great pass rusher there. Top linebacker, Lamar LeBeau, 6'4", 245, a very big linebacker out of Ohio. And he's a great run stopper. Nothing to be afraid of. If you're Notre Dame, man, he's gonna make all the tackles he needs. He's not great in coverage, though. He has 94 speed, so he's gonna be flying around, but that I don't know, 71 zone coverage or whatever it was, doesn't look great. On the other hand, Justin Logan, he is their pass coverage linebacker, and he is great in coverage, but he is also still a very good run stopper. Doesn't have quite the block shedding, but he's also going to be flying around. He also has 94 speed. They have 2 94 speed linebackers. Are you kidding me? I don't even have that at receiver, man. And then Carson Hobbs, that's their top corner. He's great in man coverage, but he's also very good in zone coverage. He has great hands and lots of speed as well. This team is a team full of athletes, 97 speed. And then Ben Nestor, opposite of him. He's a 4-star corner out of Patterson, New Jersey. 5'11", 178, so a very slim, very small cornerback. But he has 90 man coverage and 84 press. So they are going to be able to shut our receivers down, definitely. We do not have the firepower in our receiver room to beat these kinds of cornerbacks. Now, we do have to say, this kid, 63 zone coverage, that's not good. But he has 99 speed, so he can make up for it. And then somebody that we all know, Gideon Umodu. He transferred away from us to Michigan, and then a year later he transferred out again, going to Notre Dame. We will see him on the field today, not by that much. There's definitely a couple better safeties, but he looks still solid. The athleticism is not there at all, but yeah, we have not played Notre Dame so far, and the only reason they are on the schedule is actually Gideon Umodu, because next year we're gonna, I don't think we're gonna see Notre Dame next year, and by then Gideon Umodu will have graduated. And so this is kind of our last opportunity. Now we are gonna go get the ball rolling here on the offensive side with Marquez Emery there on the return. Doesn't really get much, but Austin Westbrook has had a good season so far, and they're going double twins and gonna throw it over the middle to George Halterman on 3rd and 4, and that's about a 12-yard gain. They move the chains, and now they are faced with a 2nd and 10, and Maryland has lots of room. Runs it up the middle. That's a nice run. 14 yards. He had a 100 yards performance last week, but that's going to be very tough to redo this week. And now this is going to be a 7-yard gain, but 4th and 3. And they keep the offense out on the field as Westbrook is going to throw it over the middle, and that's caught by Isaac Waller. He's got the first down. Waller looking like a very solid pass catcher still, even though he has only 86 speed. And now on 3rd down, they run it, and George Garrison is going absolutely nowhere. And so they keep the offense on the field. 4th down and 2, they get somebody to jump. They run it with Maryland up the middle. That's going to be a 1st down, pretty much equally to what the penalty is going to be. And they're just going to decline that one. 3rd and 6 now, and Westbrook is going to have a pass over the middle, and it's almost intercepted. Absolutely nobody open. So they take a field goal. They do take a lead against Notre Dame, so that's pretty good. But the Fighting Irish are now going to get on offense here, and Beatty starts running it down the field, breaking tackles. That's just what he does. 2 tight ends to the right, and Beatty is going to be the recipient of the handoff, but nowhere to go on this one. 3-yard loss as Trayvon Melvin and Alani Sia were right there on the tackle. 3rd and 11 now, and they are going to pass it, and that's not going to go anywhere as they take down the quarterback. It's David Gavazza, the defensive tackle, takes down the QB and forces them to punt it away. And good field position now for DC State, as they are so far able to be on par with this Notre Dame team. But now 4th down after a dropped pass, and they do punt it away in the end. So 1st down and 10 now for Notre Dame, and that one is wide open over the middle. That's going to be an easy 1st down there. 2nd and 8, and they are going to pass it, and almost getting taken down, but not quite, and into the inside the 5-yard line. That's a great pass by Devontae Cuellar. And now they're just going to go with the QB keeper and into the end zone. Cuellar takes the contact but does get the touchdown. And Notre Dame takes a 7-3 lead here in Washington, D.C. 1st down and 10. And Westbrook is going to throw the RPO to the outside as Halterman breaks 1 tackle, 8 yards. Nice start to the possession. 2nd and 2, they have a split backfield look here as Maryland has a huge lane, and that's going to be a 12-yard gain. Nice run for Spencer, Maryland. 3rd and 1 now, and they go 11 personnel, and Maryland cuts it back to the right, and he has a nice run there. That's 17 yards for Spencer, Maryland, and that's the edge of field goal range now, so maybe you get some points here. RPO, throw it out to Halterman. That's going to be a 9-yard gain. 2nd and inches coming up. They convert, and a couple downs later, it's 1st and 10 as Westbrook throws it over the middle. Flag is down. Halterman catches it, but doesn't go very far. And Sandland is going to get caught on a holding penalty, and that's going to move him back 10 yards. That was a very bad play. Now 3rd and 12 after a couple runs. They couldn't really get anywhere, and the pass is dropped by Doug Berry. So that's going to be a field goal try now. 37-yarder right down the middle. DC State still not in the end zone. They do get 3 points on the board, however. It's now 7-6. And Cuellar is back out on the field with the offense here for Notre Dame. And they throw it to the tight ends, get 11 yards, first down. And now 1st and 10 from the 33. And Cuellar has the catch made. That's an 8-yard gain by Nitro Tuggle. And now it's 3rd and 2. And you're not even at midfield, so this is not 4-down territory for Notre Dame. The pressure is coming in. One-on-one. Broken up and intercepted. It's Isaac York, and he's going to take it back and caught from behind. Isaac York with a massive interception. And Notre Dame turns over the football on a great pass breakup by the safety there. Westbrook is going to throw it down the field, and it's broken up for his target. So that's not going to go anywhere. And just like that, we're at halftime. A very defensive football game so far. Notre Dame not been able to establish their running game so far, but they are the better team, and it's shown. Just that one pick that took a few points away from the board. Now they're going to motion over the tight end, and they're going to run it with Beatty up the middle. That's an easy 8-yard gain. Beatty is the back on 2nd and 8 as well here. And they have another run up the middle and falling ahead. That's another 8-yard gain. And he's now at 38 yards on 9 carries. So not really that efficient so far. But they're going to throw it one-on-one. Broken up. What a play. That's Busby. And they are going to have a tough 3rd and 8. And they're going to set up the slip screen. And Beatty has so much room. Oh my God, that's going to be a first down as Isaac York saves the touchdown. 3rd and 6 now at the edge of field goal range. Can you get him off the field? If you get a sack here, you might even knock him out of field goal range. And instead, Cuellar is going to scramble, get 9 yards, and the first down on the play. Now they are 1st down and 10 at the 25, and they're setting up another slip screen, and the blocking is just perfect as Beatty gets another massive completion here, 15 yards on the play. And now 1st down and 10 from the 11-yard line. Cuellar is going to throw it over the middle. That's going to be caught. And a first down inside the 1-yard line. And now they're just looking to punch it in. They've got 2 tight ends on the field. Beatty into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. See how it was. They were too late. And they do, in the end, score. Now Notre Dame up by 8 points. It's a 14-6 ball game, and DC State needs to go get some points on the board, man, because they are going to fall behind if they don't, as Garrison has a nice run up the middle. That's going to be a 9-yard gain. 3rd and 1. They do get somebody to jump, and Westbrook is going to get it away, and Halterman has a nice completion. And they can just decline the penalty here on the Notre Dame defense. That's Sevillano again, who got caught earlier as well. Now 5-man pressure here, and Halterman gets the catch, throws it right into the blitz there. Halterman on the catch gets 9 yards. 2nd and inches, a 5-man pressure again, and wide open is Isaiah Stockton. Tries the juke move, didn't work, but still a first down. Great play. And now they're inside field goal range. 3rd and 5. Westbrook is going down. That was a little bit too easy. And Jason Moreland allows the sack there. 4th and 10. 48-yard field goal try. And Lanovoy is not going to punch this one through. It falls short. And yeah, if we hadn't taken that sack, that field goal would have been good. But instead, it's an 8-point game. And Cuellar has somebody wide open behind the defense. Melvin trying to chase him down, but it does not matter. It's a touchdown. Notre Dame and the Fighting Irish are up by 2 scores now. Man, 21-6. And DC State really needs to get it going now, as they are going to throw it to the outside there. Halterman! He drops it on the ground, and the ball goes to Notre Dame. Touchdown again. Just scoring 2 touchdowns within like 12 seconds of game time or something. 28-6. And DC State's down by 3 scores. And they are going to still try here but it does not look good. And they are going to throw an RPO to the outside there. Barry gets at least a few yards, but that's going to be a 4th down already. And they're going for it. This is the 3rd quarter, but they are going for it. They get somebody to jump. The ball is complete to Pullard, and he has a nice 1st down. So they can just decline the false start, or I guess offsides penalty there on the defense. This time it was linebacker Lamar LeBeau. And they get somebody to jump again on this play. Now Notre Dame really becoming a very undisciplined team, but the catch is made. It's another good 1st down catch, and they are going to decline this penalty as well. 1st down and 10, and they're just running play clock at this time as George Garrison is going to run it up the middle with authority. Going to get the 1st down here. And now play clock at 20, and they get somebody to jump again. Westbrook wide open. That's Javier Puller at the tight end, and he was almost staying in bounds, and he could have scored on that. And obviously they're declining this penalty as well. It's again Lamar LeBeau, the linebacker. Now they're going to hand it off to Maryland, and he has a nice piece of running lane here. That's going to be 9 yards, almost a 1st down. Nice play. Finally, they are inside the 10. They have not been all day long, and they got to go score. And Maryland has an untouched way into the end zone. Finally, DC State puts some points on the board. And, or finally puts a touchdown on the board, I should say. It's going to be now a 2-score game. And they are going to go for a 2 to make this a 2-touchdown game without having to go for 2-point conversions. But McGinnis is dropped for a 3-yard loss on the play. Absolutely nowhere to go, and the 2-point try fails. So 16-point game, and Notre Dame can just run this out if they need to. There's about 6 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock, and Beatty has a nice 1st-down run there. They go 1st down. They go Beatty's way again, but now he's going to be sacked in the backfield. Great play by Arnold Dozier, the edge rusher. And they are now facing a 2nd and 13. And now Notre Dame is going to throw it to the sideline. What a catch. That's going to be good on Sundays as well. Nice play for Notre Dame. And now it's 2nd and 4. And they are going to throw the hitch on the outside. That's going to be another 1st down. It's a little bit too easy, man. 2nd and 6. And this is going to be a play action shot and wide open in the flats. That's going to be another 1st down. 4 minutes on the clock. If they score one more point, it's a 3-score game, and then it's definitely over. As Beatty's going to run it inside the 5. You need a miracle turnover at this point, man. And they're going to go direct snap to Brendan Beatty, and that's going to be a touchdown. Notre Dame is up 35-12, and this game is over. In the end, we couldn't even get one more point on the board. It's just the trenches for this Notre Dame team, they are just way too good. The trenches just look so good. They have so many good O-linemen, and it's not a coincidence that everybody says if you have like a 4th-round pick, you don't know what to do with it, and there's like a Notre Dame O-lineman on the clock. Just take him. He's gonna be good, and that's exactly what happens. Cuellar was not even, I don't think he was sacked. Oh, actually, he might have been sacked once, but like 17-20 for almost 300 yards, man. Unreal stuff here. We also had a very bad fumble there by Halterman, which was the scoop and score. We were able to run it a little bit at least, but it didn't matter because the second we finally got the run to work, it didn't matter anymore because we were down by 3 scores. And Halterman, you can't drop that. You can't drop that ball on the ground, man. You can't have a scoop and score and expect to win a game, man. We wouldn't have won regardless, but still, like, that was a very bad fumble. And yeah, their top receivers showed up, and they won the game with a dominant effort, 42 to 12. It's a 30-point game in the end. And yeah, we were just not able to keep up with them. They definitely have the best team and the better team. But this was not a conference game, so no damage done, I'd say, as we were able to have one sack. Yeah, I remember now. David Gavazza That was a user sack. We did have a sack on Cuellar, but we weren't able to get much pressure going. The good news is, however, we get a 4-star tackle. George Ivey not going to play tackle for us. I'm going to move him to guard because he looks more like a guard, honestly, with his strength. The run blocking is just... I think he's a bust, yeah, I know, but I think he's going to be a solid guard. And he's 6'7", 314. And yeah, the 89 strength, he has 81 run block power, 76 run block, 82 pass block power, 77 pass block. He already looks like a very strong guard, and if he gets a couple strength upgrades, gets into the 90s, I think he's going to be a very solid guard. I don't think he has the footwork to be a tackle, but we'll see. Now, for this, we had been missing Lane Van Ness in these last few games. He had, I'm not sure. I think it was a broken collarbone, but I'm not 100% about that. So we're going to get him back for this game after a massive injury, and he's going to play at safety again. Now, we're going to play Purdue, and they do have a few really good players. They are, on paper, I'd say they are the better team. They are not the better defense, but they are the better offense, and that's what we have to work on. They have a very accurate quarterback with only 86 throw power. So it's one of these, you know, backup type quarterbacks that is very accurate. He can execute the offense, but you don't expect him to create much extra yardage, and the 86 throw power, I mean, it's going to limit your passing game. Their top running back, however, is not going to limit anything. Jaheim Merriweather is a great elusive back with plenty of power as well and enough quickness. I mean, he has an 84 stiff arm rating, and he's like one of the smaller backs here. And then they have a receiver, 90 overall, Mylan Graham, 6'1", 170 out of Fort Branch, Indiana. And he's a great route runner, especially short and intermediate parts of the field. All his catching ratings are in the 90s, and he is very fast. 93 speed and 95 acceleration at that size, really good. And then they also have another good receiver here in Shamar Rigby, former 3-star receiver. And he's also a good route runner. He doesn't quite have the hands, so expect him to maybe drop a couple passes or something, but... he has 98 speed and 99 acceleration. So that's not good news for us. And then their O-line looks very good, but they do have a couple holes. So there might be a chance for our defense to maybe exploit some of that. If I recall correctly, I think it's the left tackle and the center or something that are like a little bit weaker. And then they have an edge rusher here in D'Amico Kennedy that's really solid. They have another edge rusher on the other side, Earl Boyette, 6'5", 262 out of Lindenhurst, New York. Very solid edge rushers. 85 power moves, 82 finesse moves with 86 strength, and the block shedding is lagging a little bit behind, but still good. Very good run stopper, and more than enough athleticism there. They do, however, not have the greatest defensive tackles. So that's something to note, because we are running the football so much that defensive tackles are like the #1 way to keep our run game under control. And they don't really have the difference maker at defensive tackle. Now, they do have a great linebacker here, as Alex Montgomery is a great coverage guy with lots of athleticism and run stopping ability. They also have a great corner here in Udori Hines. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that name correctly, but he's a great man cover corner. He does lag a little behind in the zone department, but 82 zone coverage is still good enough, especially against our receivers, and 91 speed is also enough against our receivers. Now we have Isaiah Bargava on the other side at corner. He's 6 foot, 179, so a really slim kid with solid man coverage and very good zone ability. Well, not very good. I mean, the number is a little bit inflated there by the play rec, but 80 zone coverage is really solid, and he has 93 speed, so they definitely have enough athleticism in that secondary. Now, we have not played Purdue so far because the Big Ten schedules are kind of set up weird in this game, but this year we're going to face them for the first time ever, and this is going to be a home game, so advantage on us there. Let's try to make the best of it. This is Charlie Hearns returning, the backup receiver, not going anywhere. And we're going to get the ball first. This is Austin Westbrook so far. 1,662 yards, 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions on the season. Looks pretty solid so far. And now we're going to run it with George Garrison, who breaks a tackle, spins away, gets 9 yards. That's a nice run. 2nd and 4 as they're going to set up an RPO, and Westbrook is going to throw it on the outside. Halterman, nice catch and run, 9 yards. 1st down, White Tigers. Let's keep the ball moving as Maryland is the back now, and he's going to run it up the middle, and he cuts it back and gets a very solid rushing effort there for about 10 yards. 1st down and 10 for Westbrook, and the catch is made. It's Halterman again. The wide receiver from Washington, D.C. has got 8 yards on the catch. 3rd down and 3, split backfield, and Westbrook is going to throw it, and that one is caught by Halterman. 9 yards on this one as well. Very solid opening drive so far. Just slowly moving the ball down the field. Now 2nd and 8, and Sandland is the lead blocker. He can't hold his block, but Garrison just runs him over anyway. Gets the 1st down. Now 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line as Westbrook is going to get it away to Doug Berry, who fights ahead, is down near the goal line, and they are going for it at the half-yard line. They're going to sneak it ahead. It's going to be a touchdown, White Tigers. Austin Westbrook on the score, and we are up 7-0 here in this game on the opening drive. Very solid drive. That 4th down call was pretty risky, but like at the half-yard line, you gotta go for it, man. Now Purdue is starting their day on offense, and that's a nice catch by the number 1 receiver. And now Gostkowski is gonna have trips to the right, and he is gonna scramble, and almost he does go down, but he does get the pass away at the same time. What a play for Gostkowski. 3rd and 3, and they're going to motion over the tight end, so now it's a 2-by-2 set. 3rd and 3, and Gostkowski's just going to dump it to his running back. Flag down, and that is very bad news as Gavazza is going to get caught on a roughing the passer. That's going to be a 15 and an automatic 1st. So bad news here at the edge of field goal range. Purdue has now a shot at go get some points, and that's going to be a catch made on the outside there by Rigby, the number 2 receiver. 1st down and 10 from the 23, and Gavazza almost got him, and now it's intercepted. It's Dalton Boger, and he runs it back for a few yards. Tackled immediately, but the damage is done. Linebacker Dalton Boger takes it away. 2nd and 11. Westbrook over the middle. The catch is made. Halterman gets away. Gets the 1st down. 12 yards on the play. Man, Purdue, that interception was brutal. Now we're going with a close bunch to the right. Maryland cuts it back to the right. Cuts it back to the inside where there's a few more yards. He gets a 1st down. Now 2nd and 4, and they are going to throw it over the middle as Doug Berry's going to have the 1st down. 18 yards on the play as the pressure came in there. 1st and 10, and they're going to go I form here, and they're going to run it with George Garrison and some authority. He gets 9 yards, makes this one a 2nd and 1. Now from the 20 as Westbrook is going to have a pass pressure coming in, and Pullard is going to run it down to the 7-yard line. So about a 14-yard play on this one. 2nd and goal, and they're going to hand it off to Garrison up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, White Tigers. They go get another one. It's a 2-score lead for the home team. They're playing in their all whites. It looks great. And DC State up by 14 now as Purdue is going to go back on offense. Go the double twin set, 4-man rush, and on the sideline, what a pass breakup for Trayvon Melvin. Great play there. 3rd and 1 after the punt, and they are going to go convert here. Stockton with a nice run after the catch, gets the first down and puts Westbrook over 100 yards passing. We're now inside 2-minute warning as Westbrook is going to have a shot on the sideline, and the catch is made on the corner route. Halterman with a great catch at the sideline. 3rd and 8. Westbrook, another corner route. It's a touchdown, and Javier Pullard, he pulls this team ahead. It's going to be a 3-score game, 21-point lead as the DC State White Tigers so far absolutely outclassing Purdue, who only had like one good scoring threat, and on that they threw an interception to Dalton Bogert. Now, of course, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe, or ring the bell for notifications. And now we're gonna get to the second half, and they are not going anywhere with the running game as Merriweather is dropped for a massive loss, and they can't recover, so they have to punt it away eventually and give the ball back to DC State as Maryland has an 8-yard catch on the angle route, but also absorbs a massive hit. Now George Garrison's the back, but they're gonna throw the RPO, and Doug Berry, you can see he has only like 48 speed, but he still manages to get a huge conversion. Might have gotten a touchdown if he had more than like 82 speed or something. Westbrook is gonna motion over Halterman, and this is also gonna be an RPO, and Halterman is gonna be the recipient. That's gonna be a touchdown. White Tigers, it's 28-0. What are you doing, Purdue? This defense is not awake at all, and they just get outclassed here. But right back, that's Rigby, the number 2 receiver, with a 73-yard score. Gets behind the defense. It was cover 2. Lane Van Ness doesn't get his coverage done. Now it's a 3-score game now, but so we're still running it. Maryland has a lot of success here on that run as well. Now the pressure is coming in, and Westbrook throws it against the blitz. He throws it right into it, and Halterman makes a great catch, gets the first one. That's his 10th catch on the game, man. And now George Garrison is going to get the handoff. And there's lots of room on the outside, and he's going to go get a 16-yard gain on that play. Nice run. Now split backfield, and Maryland is going to have another great run as Stockton gets in his way, but it's still very nice 14-yard run. 1st down and 10. This is probably to end the 3rd quarter. And now we're going to have Halterman on a catch. Gets 9 yards, and now he's over 100 yards on the day. 1st and goal from the 1. Hand it off. Maryland into the end zone. Touchdown, DC State. And it's a 4-score game again as Purdue just can't stop the running machine. It's just they run it with 3 backs. They run it down their throats, and Purdue does not have the D-line to stop it. Now, they are not done here. It's 35-7, but we're going to have a sack here by Cordell Newcomb. It's only a 4-yard loss, but still, Cordell Newcomb has been very solid so far. 3rd and 5 as Purdue is trying to get something to go, but this is not working as Isaiah York has an incredible interception a few plays later in this game, and he does take it away on there. And that's a very interesting thing because this is his true junior season. He has been playing 2 entire seasons, and I have not seen so far the turnovers that we want to see from somebody with 97 hit power and like 94 catching or something. This kid looks unreal as a safety, but he has not had that impact yet. And finally, we're starting to see something in this last quarter of the season. He gets 2 picks. He gets one in the Notre Dame game. He gets one here, even though it wasn't garbage time. It was still a great pick. And yeah, Westbrook has a great game. 24 of 26 for 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Didn't put the ball in harm even once. And Gostkowski had the exact opposite day. He throws 3 interceptions. They did not get Jaheim Merriweather going at all. He's a 92 overall running back, and he had just 7 rushes for 9 yards. That was an absolutely awful day for Purdue. And yeah, Maryland has a 100-yard day on the ground. Garrison, 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. We even get Westbrook a touchdown. Halterman has 108 yards and a touchdown. Doug Barry has 52 yards, even though this kid has only 82 speed, I think. Isaiah Stockton had 4 catches. I mean, those were all important catches that he had. And Pullard, he had a couple of very good catches on 3rd down. And yeah, the receivers showed up for Purdue, but not enough. Like, they combined for a good 160 yards or something and a touchdown, but it was not enough at all. They did not get the run going at all. And it shows this DC State team is just, they have a very solid defense. It's tough to run against this team if you're not Notre Dame or Penn State or Ohio State or something. Yeah, we get the interception early on by Dalton Boger, and I feel like that interception was so important for the rest of this game because they were marching down the field at that time, and then they throw that pick. We get the ball back, we get the touchdown, and suddenly it's a 2-score game, and they can't get it going another time, and suddenly it's a 3-score game. And yeah, now let's talk recruiting real quick. We get a commit here, Alex Price, a 3-star safety that I didn't scout, but he's from Washington, D.C., so I need players from Washington, D.C. anyway, so I'm just going to take him when I can get them. It was actually pretty tough to get this guy because they were on my heels the entire time when I recruited him, but he comes here. We're going to see him next year. So we have 2 safeties now, and yeah, this was a bye week, so we sim ahead, and we get our first 4-star running back on this team. It's Joey Meadows, and we are gonna lose our top running back next year in the off season. So Meadows might just start as a true freshman, honestly, but we'll see what the training results are gonna do to our existing running backs. We have Ethan Robbins, another 4-star receiver committed to this team. Receiver was one of the weakest positions on the team and has been since day one. And I have been addressing it this year. We've got 3 4-star commits at receiver this year, and I'm done putting up with that. This horrible receiver play. Lane DeMarco is a guard that looks really nice. I got him, and then we get Brian McClam, who is from Washington, D.C. So we get an edge rusher here, and don't know how good he's gonna be, but we need players from Washington, D.C. So if I can get him, I'll get him. Quincy Battle is our second corner we recruit this offseason. He looks, I don't know how he looks like. I don't think I scouted him, but this was a massive recruiting week. We finished up so many battles, including the battle for battle. Now so let's take a quick look. I didn't scout a lot of these players because we don't have the hours. We have 450 weekly hours. That's just not enough to go around wasting points on scouting. So I just didn't do it. He's a 4-star running back. He just has to be good enough. As long as he is like 90, 91, 92 speed or something, I'm going to be fine. Ethan Robbins is also a player I haven't scouted. He's 6'5", 193, so a very tall but very thin receiver. He's physical archetype, so I expect him to go get a few jump balls, but I expect him to probably sit out the first season as opposed to Wade Huntley, the receiver you can see on the left side. Wade Huntley is definitely going to play, but I think Robbins probably going to be sitting first. Well, I mean, it depends on what his ratings are. And then Lane DeMarco, 6'4", 306, is a pass-protecting guard. We need some O-line help. He's a 3-star, so don't know how much to expect here, but I think he's going to be fine. And then Brian McClam, 3-star edge rusher, 6'1", 268. So honestly, a very small, like a very short but very big edge rusher. Don't have him scouted. Don't know how good he is, but we'll see. And then we also won the battle for battle. 6'2", 195 out of I think it's Morris Plains, New Jersey or something. He's a slot archetype. I think he's going to be developing pretty quickly. We do have all the bonuses here for cornerbacks. So Rashad Ring and Quincy Battle are the 2 corners we recruit this year. And with that, honestly, recruiting is almost done. There's not much left. Now, this is the last game of the season, and we are playing number 5 ranked Penn State. And they look unreal. They don't have a weakness on the O-line. They don't have a weakness on the D-line. They have great linebackers. They have a great cornerback in Greg Kashama, who is almost maxed out, but he has very good accuracy. He has a solid arm. Man, those ratings look just absolutely great. And even 80 speed is not that bad, so this kid is definitely somebody to worry about. Mike Dubs is going to be their running back. 5'11", 228. He's definitely a power back, and his ratings look like it, man. He has like the high 80s stiff arm and trucking and stuff. He has good hands. He has also great elusiveness. The spin move is not there, but he looks very good. And then also 90 speed on this kid. Like, if they're just going to run it, I think they're going to win. Terrell Waller is their top receiver. He looks unreal. 6'4", 191. And he's from Washington, D.C. Why did I not recruit him, man? That is so disappointing. He looks unreal, honestly, man. This kid is great. He has great route runnings, great hands, and 91 speed should be enough for a kid of his size, like 6'4", dude. Paul Willingham is their number 2 receiver. He's also a 4-star receiver, 6', 192. He's more of the route runner type, you know, like the intermediate big guys with he has 89 medium route running, for instance. He has also very solid catching ratings. Everything's in the high 80s or low 90s. And he has 95 speed, man. Jesus. Andrew Raplia is their tight end. I have no idea how to pronounce that, man. But he is 97 overall, man. This kid looks unreal. He's a great blocker, and he has great hands. The route runnings are solid, not great, but very solid for a tight end, and he has enough athleticism to make it work, man. I don't know how to stop this team, man. They have unreal talent. This is one of the best teams in the country. Ryan Hendricks is their top edge rusher, 5-star player, 6'5", 260 something, 91 finesse moves, 85 power moves, 84 strength, and even the run stopping is good. The 77 block shot is honestly a little bit weak, but 89 acceleration, man, this kid looks unreal. They have a second edge rusher in Devon Baxter, looking as impressive, honestly. 6'6", 230, very light, but he has 91 finesse moves. He has 88 power moves, and right off the bat, he's a great pass rusher. And then even the run stopping is great. 81 block shedding and 88 tackle or something, and then he has 90 acceleration, man. Looks great. They are missing their top linebacker, however, here in Anthony Specca. With a broken wrist, he's going to be out for 1 more week, so he might be back for the conference championship game. And then they are going to miss their second best linebacker as well. Another 4-star guy. He has a broken toe. He's going to be out for 3 more weeks, so he might not be back till the playoffs. And yeah, so that's why they go with their third best linebacker. Third best linebacker is still a 90 overall player, man. How on earth are we going to beat this team? This is like the Notre Dame game all over again, even though I think this team is even better than Notre Dame, honestly. He has all the tools he needs. He's a good coverage guy. He's a great run stopper. If he needs to, he can rush the passer. He has more than enough speed. Their top corner is John Mitchell, 5'11", 182, with great coverage, with great zone coverage, and good man coverage. Not bad. Well, I mean, I don't know. 73 is kind of lowish, but the 98 change of direction is good, and 97 speed is even better. Now, we have played Penn State 1 time so far, and we have lost that game. And we did not only lose that game, we were shut out. We lost 56-0. 56-0. We put up a donut on the scoreboard. And this has got to change this time around. So we're going to go out on the field there. Austin Westbrook comes in, 11 games in. He has 13 touchdown passes to 3 interceptions. And we're going to go with a double twin set. We're going to throw it right off the bat as we get Isaiah Stockton going. And he's just running away from defenders. What a play. That's going to be 24 yards for Isaiah Stockton. 2nd and 5. We're going to hand it off, and Maryland cuts it up the middle. And if we had that one block by Pullard set up, man, that would have been a touchdown, dude. Split backfield. Maryland is still on the field, but we're going to hand it off to McGinnis as he is going to run to the outside into the end zone. Touchdown, DC State. They take the lead, and the donut is already done on the opening drive. It's 7-0, and DC State leads this game. Now let's see if we can stop Penn State even once in this entire ball game. Kashama in the pocket, 5-man pressure, and he's gonna dump it out there to Dubs, and that's gonna be a massive first down. That's about 15 yards on the play. Now Kashama is gonna keep it himself. That was a read option, and he has a lot of running room up toward the midfield logo. 2nd and 6 now for Kashama, and that's a different back. They're gonna run it up the middle, and that's a massive run. Jukes out one safety and then gets taken down by the other one. Now 3rd and 3 at the 22-yard line. They're gonna hand it off again, and that's another massive run. A little bit too easy. Colt Simon there, the backup running back, and now they bring Mike Dubs back in, and he's just gonna run it to the outside. It's gonna be a touchdown on outside zone, and Penn State is gonna take the lead, tie up the game. I mean, it's tied at 7 now. So DC State right back to 0-0, I guess. Now Westbrook is going to hand it off to Maryland as he's going to have a great rushing lane up the middle. Don't know what this team is doing, man. But one thing you have to note about this Penn State team, they do have good defensive tackles, but they're not great run stoppers. So I think there might be a chance here to maybe just run it down their throats as we get another 9-yard run. 3rd and 1, and McGinnis into the open, taken down with a 22-yard run. And we are moving the chains into field goal range again. 1st down and 10, and they're already running clock here. Garrison fumbles it away, picked up by Isaiah Stockton for the 1st down. Oh, that was so lucky. Now down to the goal line. 3rd and 1. Zone for the quarterback. It's going to be a touchdown, DC State. And Westbrook has another rushing touchdown on the season. I think he has more rushing touchdowns on the season now than he has games played. This looks absolutely awesome. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns for the White Tigers. Let's see if we can stop Penn State once on this entire game. They go get the 1st down on the outside. That's Terrell Waller, the number 1 receiver, with a nice catch. And now they're going to go with 11 personnel. Going to throw it to the outside, and that's going to be a 9-yard gain. And that's the number 2 receiver with the great speed, Paul Willingham. Now they're going to go play action, and somebody did not fall for it. It's Joe Mandarino on the middle linebacker blitz, and he is in the end zone, sacking the quarterback. Now let's see if that's worth anything. As Penn State is actually getting off the field. They did not convert the 3rd and 11, and they had to punt it away. But sadly, well, I guess we don't. We go get the jump off sides, 4th down and 4. We convert, and Maryland can't spin away from the tackler. But it's going to be a 1st down anyway. So we can just decline this penalty. That was a very aggressive call, but it did pay off in the end. 1st down and 10, handoff Maryland. Good block set up in front of him, and that's going to be a 9-yard gain. And he's already at over 50 yards now. We're now a few seconds away from the 2-minute warning as Westbrook is going to have a pass over the middle, and Stockton can't get the 1st down. 4th and 2, and they keep the offense on the field. They want to have the touchdown as Maryland is going to have 8 yards on 4th down. And now it's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. We have 1:30 on the clock. The throw is made. Pullard to the 1st down. That's going to be another set of downs. Run the clock down, man. 15 seconds on the clock. 3rd and goal. And this is going to be a QB run. It's going to be a keeper, and Westbrook's got the touchdown. DC State up by 2 scores, and it did pay off to play that aggressively. I think they went for it twice on this drive, and Westbrook caps it off with a touchdown run. 21-7 at halftime. DC State fans are very hyped up for this game. So far, we are being the better team. The number 5 ranked Nittany Lions so far can't get the run going. Well, I mean, the pass going. I mean, they get the run going there. But in between, they had a couple of plays where the pass did not go at all like they wanted. And just like that, we get another sack. It's Cordale Newcomb, the edge rusher, getting his, I think that's his 12th sack on the season. I'm not entirely sure, but he has been having a great season. And now it's 3rd and 14 for Penn State. And they need to go get some points. And they overthrow the receiver at the sideline, 4th down. And they have to punt it away. Penn State down by 2 scores, punts it away. And this one is going to be handled by Emery. And he fumbles it away. Penn State recovers. What happened, man? Marquez Emery. Dude, you can't fumble it away there, man. And now we're going to get a shot down the field. Intercepted. We get it right back. It's Isaac York. What a play by Isaac York, the safety. He has been having a very tough first couple seasons. But now in his 3rd season, he is turning it on late, man. He looks great. And that pick was unreal, man. That kid was almost behind the defense. But Isaac York hustles to go get back there and then takes it away from Terrell Waller, the top receiver here for Penn State. Now we're going to get the ball back on offense as Maryland has a nice rushing lane. Somebody whiffs on the tackle there, and he's almost closing in on 100 yards now. The blitz is picked up by Maryland, and the catch is made by Puller, but that's going to be a 4th down. And they do not get the 1st down this time. They're going to punt it away to Penn State. And Waller is going to have a nice 11-yard run off the screen. And they finally move the ball again. Now Kashama is going to go 11 personnel RPO. And Waller has another 8-yard catch. Get the 1st down. Man, Terrell Waller looks great. Now they cross midfield. It's 2nd and 6 from the 30. This is the edge of field goal range. And Kashama is going to reset his feet to the right, and this is Willingham. Sorry, I forgot his name there for a second. He got the 1st down on that one. 3rd and 8, and Kashama over the middle, and that's thrown into the ground. Bad accuracy there, so Penn State has to settle for the field goal. It's an 11-point game now, but Penn State gets some points at last. So it's an 11-point game, and DC State already starting to run the clock down, honestly. As George Garrison gets a 1st down, that's another 2 minutes off the clock there. A new set of downs. But now it's 3rd and 8 a couple plays later as we start this 4th quarter. And Halterman is going to get to the marker, but he's marked a few inches shy. And that's midfield. So you know what they're doing. They are going for it. They don't care as Garrison has another huge rushing lane. And they get another set of downs that's going to tick the clock down even further. 8.5 minutes. Maryland is going to run it on 3rd and 1. It's going to be 4th and inches again. And they are not content kicking. It doesn't do anything. It's still a 2-score game if you kick it there. So they are playing aggressively. And it pays off. They get the 1st down. Another 2 minutes off the clock there. Maryland gets another new set of downs. And they are just keeping the ball running. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Handed off to Garrison. Up the middle. Touchdown, DC State. And they make it a 3-score game. They go for it twice on this drive as well. And go get the touchdown in the end. Garrison with a nice piece of running there. And now there's only 6 minutes on the clock. And you got to score 3 times. As Kashama goes down. Arnold Dozier in the backfield. Everybody knows Penn State has to throw it now, and they don't have another option. Everything's covered up, but Willingham finally gets open over the middle, and a nice catch is made at around midfield. Now they are going to go 2nd and 10 with another pass, and behind the defense, that is wide open, and it's going to be a touchdown, Penn State. They go get the score, but you know what else is going to happen now? DC State's going to get the ball back, and they can run. They have been able to run all game long, and now it counts the most. Maryland is going to cut it back to the middle there. get about 8 yards, move the chains a couple downs later. 2nd and 9. Garrison is going to run it, get another new set of downs, and that's another 2 minutes off the clock. They can run this one down till the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10, and this is going to be Benjamin Thomason for his first career carry as Maryland finally was too tired to play. And they go with Benjamin Thomason as the 3rd back in the scenario. Westbrook is going to throw it now against the blitz, but that's going to be a 1st down, and Javier Pullard is getting taken out of bounds, so that's going to stop the clock. But it's also going to put Austin Westbrook over 2,000 passing yards, which I didn't think he was going to get there because this has been such a heavy running team. 3rd and 6 as they are going to throw it for this one. And they are going to get the pass completed. Stockton falls ahead, gets the 1st down. But the time is stopped by DC State. We have an injury on the field. It's center Andy Mayo. And that's very bad news. As we're going to go 2nd and 6 now. Run it one last time. And this is going to be a 1st down at the 1. And the game is over. And we're just having fun here. We're just going to go get another touchdown because we're right there at the goal line. And absolutely obliterate this Penn State team with a massive win. I do not think we were able to pull this one off. I thought this game was going to go like the Oregon game we had earlier where we were down like 49-0 at halftime or something. But Penn State, they couldn't get it going. And Austin Westbrook as player of the game. He played very effective. He had 3 touchdowns, but he also had 79% completion percentage. 19 of 24. He just did what he had to do to move the chains, and that's all that mattered. Kashama, he had a solid game. He did throw a pick, but it was 1-on-1. And if you throw a 50-50 ball up to your top receiver, I mean, kind of expect him to come down with it, right? If he doesn't, well, Maryland gets 140 yards in this game, but he does not get a touchdown because Austin Westbrook stole all of them away. But we had a great ground game this game. We had 53 carries in this game. 53 carries. Man, absolutely ridiculous. All the catches we made were like just short 5, 6, 7 yards. Go get the yards to be ahead of schedule. Always move the chains. It worked out to perfection, man. As we were able to shut down Terrell Waller, their top receiver. Almost completely shut him down, man. I actually was kind of surprised that we were able to do that because that kid looks unreal. But yeah, we didn't allow a single sack in this game. We didn't turn it over once. Actually, we did turn it over once. Man. Marquez Emery on that punt return. That actually happened 2 times this season, so I'm not sure if he's the best returner. But I mean, he has 97 speed, so if he gets the ball, if he gets running, man, it's hard to stop him. We actually get a bunch of pressure on Kashama. Newcomb gets in there, Gavazza gets one, Mandarino on the blitz, Arnold Dozier gets one. So this was a great effort on defense, I think. We had a great day on offense as well, but this was also a great effort on defense because I think if this game was closer in the 4th quarter, I don't know if we can pull that out there with all the 4th down conversions and just milking down the clock. Because if you milk the clock in the 4th quarter while you're up by 3, that's one thing. But yeah, I can't believe it, man. For some reason, we have made the Big Ten championship game, man. I could not believe it when I saw that. We are also ranked in the first time of this team's history. We are ranked number 24. And with an 8-4 record, that's actually kind of shocking to me because we lost badly to a couple teams there, man. And Penn State was ranked number 5, and that loss cost them any participation in the playoff. They are dropped out from the top 25, man. Just for one loss, they drop them out. And yeah, I cannot believe the events that happened here. This was an incredible sequence of games, man. That Purdue game, man, they didn't stand a chance. And then our defense shows up against Penn State. We got a couple stops there. We get an interception by Isaac York. It was just a great effort from the entire team. I don't think we had a single dropped pass as well in this game. And we just were so efficient moving the ball that we are now actually playing in the conference championship game against Northwestern. And the thing that I can't believe the most of this scenario is USC and Wisconsin, I think, were only one-loss teams before this week. And they apparently lost both their games, both their last games, and now they're 7-2. And I don't know how the tiebreakers work in this conference setting, but apparently we are the second best team in the conference. I can't believe it, and we lost by 50 something to Oregon, man. What happened, dude? I can't believe it, man. But yeah, we are playing in a conference championship game. Don't necessarily think we're gonna have a chance, but we just beat Penn State badly. We also got beaten badly by Oregon, so it's kind of it depends on the game, I guess. I guess it depends on the matchup, but I guess we'll see. That's gonna do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more DC State White Tigers Dynasty. See you in the next episode with the conference championship game. Until then, have a great day.